Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing well today. Thanks for stopping by. So I'm out here in the studio and I'm working on this painting that you see on the floor in back of me. And it's about 6 weeks past the 2024 American presidential election. And I was reflecting on how all across America, psychiatrists are just raking in the dough and padding their bank accounts from prescriptions they're writing for anti-anxiety and antidepressant medication. And now they can send their kids to Ivy League schools and go on that vacation to round the world trip, whole 9 yards. Anyway, what's interesting to me is how in my brain anyway, when I start to think about something, I just begin to notice things in my environment, and things jump around, lead to one another, and it's just kind of fun to reflect upon. So I wanted to share the following. I have to be careful when I pick up this phone because these new iPhones, the microphones and the cameras are so darn good. I can't speak too loudly. Okay, back to my story. Suppose you had a Chihuahua. Here's my paint table. My eye fell upon this, and I started thinking about dogs. And Chihuahuas are kind of high-strung little guys. When I was growing up, the most feared dog in my neighborhood was a Chihuahua. So anyway, if you had a Chihuahua and the poor thing was, nervous and strung out, what could you do about it? Well, you could go over there to Chewy.com and order some Trazadone. So what is Trazadone? Trazadone is a very powerful anti-anxiety agent that's given to dogs. But, I looked a little more closely at the ad. If don't take my word for any of this. If you go on Google and look up Trazadone, the first thing that will come up is the Chewy ad, top front left. And you can get a 30-day supply of Trazadone for $2.73. That's 50 milligrams. 30-day supply on auto delivery. That means they'll send it to your house once a month on the date that you choose. And it's only $2.73. Now, what's interesting about that, and by the way, you can get 100 milligram dosages too. But what's interesting about that is that 50 and 100 milligram dosages of Trazadone are human doses. I know this because I had a family member that was on it for years, and this was a person with serious mental illness, unfortunately, 50 milligrams a day. And I have two young friends who I love very dearly, and they are brilliant professionals. They're at the top of their respective fields in the professional world, and they take Trazadone. So, do you think too many humans are taking advantage of the Chewy offer? So that's my pitch for today. Don't go to your psychiatrist. Head on over to Chewy.com. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about this painting in future posts and my way of dealing with the 2024 election. It has nothing to do with Trazadone. And this painting was done some years ago. Actually, it was kicked out of an art exhibit because it was said to be political. And I don't know why they said that was political. I'm going to talk about this in the future. But anyway, I have the honor of being a canceled artist. So, okay, folks, head on over to Chewy and be real careful with that stuff. It's powerful.